It is time to breathe again on the latest breath of fresh air, Shorty, for this Monday afternoon. So, I am Charles, as y'all know, the host for today's edition of the Shorties. And I am here, real quick, to talk about a story, or if you even want to call it a story, a little article that appeared in Sports Illustrated yesterday about the San Francisco 49ers. So, the story was, again, in Sports Illustrated. I'll get to the source here in a minute because I just think it's just kind of disappointing. But anyway, the story came out, if you even want to call it this, the 49ers apparently moved up to number three. So we all remember what had happened back in April, or March and April, leading up to the NFL draft, where you had all these quarterbacks coming out. I mean, you know the names: Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, uh, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, and Trey Lance. And all these quarterbacks were projected to go in the first round in whatever order. And as it turned out, they all went in within the first 15 picks. So, with the 49ers, we all know they traded up from their 12th spot, which was where they were at originally, to the number 3 spot. The story in Sports Illustrated says one of the reasons why they did that, or maybe the main reason why they did that, I guess, I don't know. But the reason why they did that is because they were in fear that the New England Patriots would take that third pick to select Mac Jones. Now think about this. This is where we have to be logical with our thinking. Look back on the events that actually transpired and see this story and many others in our time as BS, honestly, because the 49ers, as we know, they ended up selecting Trey Lance with that pick. So if they were really so afraid of the New England Patriots moving up to take that pick and select Mac Jones, why didn't the 49ers select Mac Jones? That makes no sense to me. Why would they go and select Trey Lance if they really wanted Mac Jones that badly and they were scared of the Patriots getting them? The Patriots, of course, stayed at number 15, and that's where they selected Mac Jones. So, can we be logical? Can we think about this stuff before we want to come out here and drop this quote unquote hot take ish story? It makes no sense, the stuff that gets put out there. Again, the 49ers went and selected Trey Lance. So obviously, they were not really worried about getting Mac Jones. And again, just being logical about this. Why would the 49ers move up that high to select a quarterback they, in essence, already have? Jimmy Garoppolo is pretty similar to what you were going to get if you selected Mac Jones anyway. A pocket guy who can make good reads, but he's not really doing much else in terms of being the dual threat. The 49ers want somebody who can make plays when stuff breaks down. Jimmy Garoppolo's not quite that guy, and Mac Jones sure the hell is not that guy. So look, I just look at what happened, and this is what you have to do when it comes to stories like this, because there are many stories and articles and stuff that is said on television and radio that is honestly just really farcical, if that's even a word. Just makes absolutely no sense why you would. And then that's another thing. Why would you even drop that on the day the NFL is really getting kicked off in earnest? We know you had the Thursday night game between the Buccaneers and the Cowboys, but this is the first full Sunday of NFL games. Why would you drop that story on this day? Is this something you was just holding on to, just waiting for the right moment to drop this, just to get people talking about some stuff? Because you know the 49ers were going to play Trey Lance a little bit. You know Mac Jones was going to be starting from week one since the Patriots cut Cam Newton. Why would you wait for that? Why would you drop it on this day? Just makes no sense to me. All I'm saying is this. As people, who read these stories. And me, I'm a journalist myself. Y'all know, in the military, I was a journalist. I went to school for it. Got my bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism. So I mean, I've been in this field for a little while, and it's just really just mind-boggling and baffling how people can drop stories like this, and it's just looked at as kind of the gospel because of the source it's coming from. And this is where I wanted to go with the source. It's not like this is a blogger, or even me for that matter, just getting loose, just spewing a whole bunch of ranty BS. That's not what happened here. This is coming from Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated is one of the most respected publications, not just in the sports world, but in media in general. And for them to just drop at the most, a 1 minute piece to read about the 49ers moving up because they were scared the Patriots were going to take Mac Jones, when the Patriots stayed at number 15 and got Mac Jones, who was the last quarterback taken out of the five I mentioned, makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. This is where you just, as a person, with all this information, all this stuff that is out there, this is where you have to do your research. Not me search, research. There is a difference. With me search, you're just trying to validate what you believe. And it doesn't matter what the source can be. It could be some right wing, left wing, some stuff that is just out there, a blogger getting loose. As long as that validates how you're thinking, you're going to go ahead and you're going to publish that just to have some sort of validation for how you're thinking. Research is taking everything that is out there, putting it all together, and then compiling your opinion. We all have opinions about stuff, but at least let's have it based off of the facts of what happened and what could happen going forward. And be logical and just have an educated guess about it. That's research, not me search. That's what a lot of people do these days, me search. You have to do research and figure out the stuff that you can look at in terms of all the information that is out there, and then put something together for an opinion and have it at least be educated. It doesn't help anything when you're just trying to validate what you believe. Be honest with yourself and look through all the stuff that is out there, and then use your common sense about it. The 49ers took Trey Lance at number 3. Why would they move up to take Mac Jones, thinking the Patriots were going to take them if they didn't select Mac Jones anyway? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, no matter what side you are on. All right, that's it for me today. That's what I'm breathing on. I just wanted to get on there and do a quick little rant. But everybody, please visit the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and keep the likes coming on the Breath of Fresh Air Facebook page. So we will talk to you later on this week. The webcast is still on schedule for Tuesday night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We hope you could join us. And other than that, everybody have a good Monday afternoon. Take care.